Good morning, students. Students, in our previous lecture on chemical bonding and the molecular structure, we discussed with you we discussed the various rules for making the Lewis dot and the dash formulas. And I hope you must have understood that. I gave you one question to solve in the notebook, that was to make the Lewis dot and the dash formula for phosphate ion and the sulfate ion. Hopefully you must have done that. Now before that, student, we discussed with you the formation of electrovalent bonds, covalent bonds and the coordinate bonds. Now today in this lecture number 5, we'll discuss something about the formal charges. Students, you must have seen in the chemistry that sometime we write down the ions as this ion, ammonium ion. It is having a positive charge. In fact, you have never noticed this. These charges are called as the formal charges. So if I ask you, or if someone asks me, what is formal charge? This positive charge I am saying over here is a formal charge. So what is this formal charge? The definition of this I have written over here. The formal charge for an atom in a molecule. Am I clear? Formal charge is, these are written for the atom in a molecule or ion, is the charge calculated for that atom based on the Lewis structure of the molecule or ion using this equation. So we'll write down the Lewis structure of the molecule or ion, and then using this formula or this equation, we will be calculating the formal charge of an element in a molecule or ion. These formal charges, these are represented by CF. Am I clear? The formal charge will be equal to x minus y plus z by 2. Here X stands for the number of unshared electron, or I must say the number of valence electron in the free atom. Am I clear? X over here stands for the number of valence electrons in free atom. Am I clear? Y stands for the number of unshared electron owned by the atom. Y is the number of unshared electron. Number of unshared electrons owned by an atom, either in the molecule or ions. Fine. And Z will be the number of bonding electron in the molecule or ions for that atom. Z will be the number of bonding electrons for an atom in the molecule or ions. And this CF, of course, is a charge which is called as a formal charge. CF is a charge and this charge will be called as a formal charge. Am I clear? Remember, we will be calculating the formal charge for each atom in the molecule or ions. Then on that basis, we may determine the best Lewis structure for the molecule or ion. Generally speaking, the more likely Lewis structure for the molecule or ion is one in which the formal charges are close to 0 as far as possible. So it helps in determining the Lewis structure, or in fact the stable Lewis structure. Formal charges. Formal charges helps in determining stable or the correct Lewis structure for the molecules or ions. In determining the stable Lewis structures for molecules or ions. Am I clear? Or ions. The most likely Lewis structure will be the most likely Lewis structure is one in which the sum of formal charges are as close to 0 as possible. Is it getting clear? Sum of formal charges are as close to 0 as possible. Am I clear? And any negative formal charge must be present on the electronegative atom. In fact, on the most strongly electronegative element. Any negative formal charge must be present on strongly electronegative element. It must be present on strongly electronegative atom. Am I clear? Student, here I took an example of ammonium ion. So first of all, I'll try to explain to you how do we explain the formal charge, or how do we calculate the formal charge on the ammonia molecule. But before I discuss that, you must always remember the sum of formal charges on the atom in a molecule or ion is always equal to the net charge. As a note, I am writing the sum of formal charge. The sum of formal charge charges on an atom or molecules on an atom in molecules or ions is equal to net charge on the ion is equal to the net charges on ions. Tell me whether I am clear or not. Now I will illustrate certain examples how to calculate the formal charges. Let me take an example of ammonium ion. How do we write ammonium ion, students? We write ammonium ion as NH4 positive. If I make the structure of ammonium ion, this will be nitrogen, hydrogen, 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 hydrogen with a positive charge. This we have done in the class 10th also. Yes. Now, if I determine the formal charge, it will be equal to x minus y plus z by 2. Here are the two kinds of atom present, the nitrogen and the hydrogen. If you find out the formal charge for nitrogen atom, What is the atomic number of nitrogen? 7. Electronic configuration will be 2 and 5. So what will be the number of valence electron in the free atom of nitrogen? 5. So this will be equal to 5. Minus. Does in this structure ammonium ion is having any lone pair or unshared pair? No. So this will be 0. Yes. How many bonds the nitrogen atom is forming? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And each bond, how many bonding electron will be there? 2. Because the bond is formed by a pair of electron. So this will be number of bonding electron. Number of bonding electrons. This will be 8 divided by 2. And on solving it out, it will come to be equal to plus 1. Yes. Now, if I find out the formal charge for hydrogen atom in ammonium molecule, how many electrons are present in the valence shell of hydrogen? 1. Number of electrons which is unshared? 0. How many bond each hydrogen atom is making? 1. This is for each hydrogen. How many bonds are they making? 1. So plus 2 by 2. And the value will come to be equal to 0. Yes. So what will be the sum of formal charge? Sum of formal charges. This will be equal to 1 plus 0, which will be equal to 1. And student, where is the positive charge present? On nitrogen. So how shall I write down the ammonium ion? It will be written as NH4, positive charge on nitrogen. Normally, many of the students write ammonium ion as this sign, NH4 positive. Technically, this is not correct. But we do not consider it as a mistake because it is equal to the net charge on the ion. So even if you are writing the positive charge over here, we understand that the net charge on the ion is 1 positive. But very precisely, if I look over here, the positive charge is attached on the nitrogen or present on the nitrogen. So this is a correct representation of the ammonium ion. Am I clear, student? Some of the formal charges, as far as possible, must be nearer to the 0. And the negative charge must be present on the electronegative atom. If that is done, that will help us to determine the stable Lewis dot structure of the Lewis dot structure for the molecule or the ion. I'll try to give one more example to explain to you the formal charges. So student, I'll cite one more example over here, and in this example, I try to explain to you how do we determine the correct or the stable Lewis structure for the molecule on the basis of or with the help of a formal charge. Now suppose we have methyl alcohol. I'll be making the two probable Lewis dot structure of a methyl alcohol and then ascertain with the formal charge which will be a more stable structure. Suppose one of the structure is this. This is H, 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 then O and then H. Suppose this is a Lewis dot structure of a methyl alcohol. I'll try to make it in the another manner. If some of the students make the structure as this, if suppose some student make this structure as a Lewis dot structure. Am I clear? This structure as a Lewis dot structure. And the question is, which of the two is a more stable Lewis dot structure of this molecule? I will be determining the formal charge. Although it is very much clear from the structure it is given, this might be clear, but let me prove it up with a formal charge. If I find out the formal charge for carbon, How many valence electron in the free atom of a carbon? 4. Minus. How many unshared electrons are present on the carbon over here? 0. All are bonded electron over here. Now, how many bond carbon is forming? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes or not? So, number of electron will be 8 divided by 2, and this will come to be equal to 0. Yes? If I find out the formal charge for oxygen, how many valence electrons are available in the oxygen which are free? If it is a free atom, 6. Atomic number is 8, configuration will be 2, 6. Minus, how many valence electron? Unshared, 4. How many bond it is forming? 2. 1 and 1, 2. So this will be 4 divided by 2. I think the value will come to be 0. Yes or not? 4 plus 2, 6. Now, if I find out the formal charge for hydrogen, number of electron in the valence shell is 1, minus 0, as it has no unshared pair of electron. How many bond each hydrogen atom is making? 1. So, plus 2 by 2, and the value comes to be 0. Fine. Sum of formal charge. This will be equal to 0 plus 0 plus 0, and this will be equal to 0. Am I clear? Now, if I look at this one, formal charge on carbon. This will be number of electron in the valence shell 4 minus how many unused electron are present on this carbon? 2. One pair of electron. So 4 minus 2. Here it was none because all were the bonding electrons. How many bonds the carbon is forming? 1, 2, 3. So this will be 6 divided by 2. And I think it will come out to be equal to minus 1. Yes or no? Fine. If I look at the formal charge for oxygen, this will be equal to 6 minus how many unshared pair electron? 1. 6 minus 2 plus how many bond it is forming? 3. 6 divided by 2. What is the value coming? It will be plus 1. Am I clear? Then, if I find out the formal charge for hydrogen, number of valence electron in the hydrogen will be 1 minus number of unshared pair electron 0. How many bond hydrogen is making? 1. 2 divided by 2. The value will come to be equal to 0. Yes or no? Sum of formal charges. Will be equal to minus 1 plus 1 plus 0, and that will come to be equal to 0. Now, I told you, student, that structures are accepted structures where the sum of formal charges is as far as possible nearer to 0. So, in this case, both the cases it is coming to be 0. But the second point is the negative charge must be present on the electronegative atom. Here on the electronegative atom, charge is 0. Here on the electronegative atom, the charge is positive. So, this condition is not desirable condition. Neither this condition is desirable because on the carbon negative charge is coming. So, applying the rule over here, which is a more stable structure, this is the correct answer. And this answer of a Lewis dot structure will be considered to be a wrong structure. When we give the Lewis dot structure question to the student, many students may opt for the various ways to make the Lewis dot structure. And if it appears to be correct in that condition, we go for correction by taking into consideration the more stable structure. And as example has been revealed over here through example, that this is the correct structure for methyl alcohol on the basis of a formal charges. I hope you must have understood this. Now I am giving you one question which you must do or try to do. Write the Lewis dot structure of hydroxyline. Write or calculate formal charges of each atom in, first one is hydroxyline. Yes, and the second one is the ozone molecule. Formal charge for each atom in ozone molecule. In ozone molecule. Am I clear? Try to do this. I hope, student, you must have understood the formal charges. Hopefully you are making the notes. With this hope, I am summing up the lecture of the day. We'll meet again in the next lecture. Till then, thank you.